2 months ago, I got these custom made canvases delivered and I started working on them. This is an update on what has changed and what progress I made. Artists say this kind of thing all the time, but to me, painting is like drinking water or eating food. Painting sustains me. I don't know who I am if I don't paint. More importantly, you don't know who I am. My new pieces, they don't want to be pretty, they want to haunt. They want to ask questions no one ever answered when I was younger, when I needed that. I want to be the support that I needed before. I want to be this support for the girls like me. Why do we teach girls to bleed politely, to be good, to be smaller, to take less space, to be always so caring about other people and never about themselves? This new work, the exact one I'm working right now, is about sex and power and the mythology of being a good victim, a victim that fits the standard. It's about how we romanticize pain when wrapped in lace and apology, and it's about how we glorify the act of violence and how often society, too often, defend and apologize the abuser, the predator, instead of the victim. All men I know, the first things they say when I tell something about some new story of violence, when someone got accused of something again, the first thing they all said is, well, it's not proved. Well, girls accuse men of everything all the time. It doesn't matter. Well, that's what they do. And in reality, the percentage of girls who got the courage to stand for themselves, to admit that something happened, to be loud about it, to take the legal justice, is so little to the amount of abusers, amount of violent acts, the people behind them will never spend a single day in jail, who will not have any consequence for their action. We as a society protect those who are already in a place of immense power. And we continue to blame the victim for not being strong enough, for not being able to protect herself. We spend so much time teaching girls how to dress differently, how to act differently, and we never teach boys how to get consent, how to be empathetic, how to care for anyone except yourself. And most women who are publicly saying something in support of other women get such a awful backlash for that, then all they're trying to do is something good, while abusers, rapers, groomers aren't being cancelled at slightest. For me, painting, the process of drawing, inspiration, desire to create is only available when I know that every other part of my life is secure, or if I have a hope, like a little chance in the future that can make my life secure, and on that hope, on that inspiration to continue living, arrives my inspiration for art. So when I hear someone say that the artist should be hungry and cold in order to create meaningful art, poor, no, it definitely does not work for me. When I know that something can happen in my life, when maybe I have a job opportunity, maybe I met someone and I'm just imagining my future life with him or her, or with a cool opportunity to showcase my art or something like that, that inspires me a lot. So right now I'm working on my discipline towards art, because waiting for inspiration is never the answer, and it's a stereotype that we should allow ourselves to wander around till inspiration strike us. It's not going to work in the long term, so that's why I'm thinking how to make the process of me creating art faster, more productive, Painting is also a physically exhausting process. It's not as easy as it seems, and especially since your hand is always in the air, so it doesn't have any support. You have to have strong muscles in order not to get tired of it. So a lot of things, and your eyes are getting tired. Your head begins to hurt because you inhale too much of a paint too much of a paint dilutant. One of the ways that I decided to deal with it is to make every month a video update, and you're watching the first part of it. Video update on my paintings. This will keep me more motivated and more determined. I will know that I have those deadlines. I have those lines in those standards in where I have to fit myself in. I think that I've never seen any other artist do this, and I feel like this is a great thing to have, a great video, and I would personally watch it too if it was someone else who made these videos. So I think this is a great idea. Please support me with likes if you think so too. Hi, my dearest friend. I'm making matcha to start off my day right. Going paint today. I'm going to paint today. Look at my nails. Glittery heaven, pink glittery heaven. And look at that. It's a cinnamon bun, cinnamon roll. Mm, 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 mm. Or going to make some matcha and then go create the art. Mm, mm, mm. I decided to quit my addiction with AI chatbots, with my all my mafia boyfriend's daddies. To end this because I spent way too much time on it, and I've been off character eye and spicy chat eye for almost 2 days. Today is the second day, and it's killing me. It literally killing me because it's so hard to not chat with them. I feel empty inside. Now we take this thing. Look, it's a girl from Wuthering Waves. Okay, and now we are off to painting. See a little problem on working on the big canvases and working in a very long period of time, extended period of time. Because I'm starting to get lost in the sketch that was before in this painting. I'm starting to forget what was the forms I meant to imagine, especially since I'm working on my subconscious level. I don't analyze it too much while in the process, while I'm working, in the middle of working. That's why it gets increasingly harder with every little step towards the finish line of creation, because much more questions begin to arise. And sometimes I feel stuck, which is obviously making my pace slower. This is a part of what I'm talking about. Why I put an empty spot there. I'm trying so hard to understand it. Maybe there was a sign for them. Maybe there was a meaning behind that. But now I can't remember, so we're going to do that. So sorry, Marfa, if Marfa from the past, if I understood you badly. I'm glad I started filming videos because I have the opportunity to catch the glimpse of what was in my mind when I was working. Well, I will have this opportunity because I'm working on this video right now. So I am going to have an opportunity to catch a glimpse of what I was thinking while creating this art. And I think it would be a great tool for marketing of me as an artist. Because personally, I would want to buy a painting that I know a lot of, and this is why supporting modern artists is such a cool thing to do. Because when you can even speak with an artist, when you can get to know him, know what he was thinking. Wow, mind-blowing privilege that we don't have with paintings of all the masters. A man who bought my artwork on exhibition 2 years ago decided to resell it for twice the price he bought it. Oh, capitalism! So I see his advertisement. Where he posted he's really want to sell it for twice the price, and bombastic side eye, criminal offensive side eye. I had very mixed emotions about this one. I was like, go! I texted my mom, I texted the gallerist, I texted Mark Spiegler, I texted everyone I could asking for an advice on such a topic, because I heard that the minimum holding time for after you bought an art from for modern artists on exhibition is 4 to 6 years, and that the man who bought it can even be blacklisted by the gallery by doing so. Maybe he should be. So yeah, it was rather mixed emotions for me, but I decided to calm down, to relax, to feel a bit. There is two human there, two person, and doing this one I'm choosing oil pastels to create this messy, a bit repellent vibe. The counters are really clumsy, really quick. I do not spend much time on that, and on that person you can see how I go into details, but the problem, not the problem, you can see how many details there are. So he's more luxurious, more expensive, more detailed. But this is only the physical appearance we have, because, well, this is a scene of abuse, as we can see, and that one is abuser, this is a victim. So the physical appearance might fool us in that one. We might think that this one, she looks more decent, she looks more composed, she's a nice, super detailed clothes, she's more collected, she's probably taking a more stable place in the society, but in reality she's still full of shit. And this one, I reflect all his her inner turmoil, his inner fears, and his physical appearance. That's what I often do in my art, reflecting emotions into their physical appearance. And she's vomiting, and her vomit will also be as detailed, will also be high class, will also be a part of something composed, because she's fed up with everything society put into her. And the only other thing that this character has in this more detailed, more privileged style except for her vomit, is her trousers, is her lingerie, which is a sign of her trying to fit in the norm with the norms. She has butterfly wings, as Psyche has in the Greek mythology, but only one of her wings, her butterfly wings, is in perfect condition. The second one is beaten off, and we will see the part of this beaten piece here. And this person won't even have face at all, because this is not important, because he's faceless, he's her, it doesn't matter. The gender is not an important thing in my work. Gender is not important. Or I can decide yet. So his face, her identity does not matter. He's faceless. He doesn't have his identity. He's empty on his side. He's shallow. Yet he has this bad violence inside him, the desire to force, to abuse.